How's it going, guys? Anxious Cynic back again with another Mine-imator tutorial. So I figured we'd do something a little bit festive this week since it is almost Christmas after all. At least for some of us or most of us or something. Anyway, I figured we'd go ahead and try to do how to build a snowman in Mine-imator. So basically we're going to start out with going over here to the crafting table. We're going to go to the character tab and I'm just going to sort this by clicking it a couple of times. And we're going to go down here to Snowman, and boom. Let's go ahead and center that out, and yeah, we're done. There it is, man. Dang old snowman. Okay, obviously we're not going to do it that way. Let's see if we can build our own special snowman thing, alright? So let's go ahead and open up a block here. We're going to go ahead and sort this by clicking it a couple times, and we're going to come down here to... where is ya? There it is, snow. I'm gonna hit this, and there we go. There's our base block, and I guess we'll just leave that one as is. And I'm gonna duplicate this block, and I'm just gonna go ahead and parent it up here, right about there, like that. And I'm gonna bring this one up. It's gonna be about 16 because that's the size of the blocks. We're gonna go here to scale. Gonna scale it down just a tad, maybe about 0.75. And then we're going to duplicate that one, and as you can see, we get the automatic parenting from doing it that way. And I'm going to bring this one up to 32 since we are, well, hang on, it's not going to be that high. Since we have it parented to this bottom one, it's going to be kind of off for us. So let's make this one 16 again. And instead of having it parented to the base one, let's go ahead and parent it to the second one. And that way it'll kind of go up in tiers like that, and it'll be just fine, and that kind of gives us the stack look we're going for anyway because it's based on the scaling that's already taken place on the second block. So there's our base model there. Let's actually go ahead and make this a little bit more festive real quick. Just real quick, just change the ground here to... where's snow? Is this snow? Oh, I got it first try. Oh my god, that's kind of rough. Alright, for now, let's just turn that off. Okay, so there we go. We got the body. Alright, so now we want to go ahead and give it some details. Let's go ahead and give it some coal, right? That's what the guys are made of, right? Coal. How do you get a coal block? Do they have coal blocks in Mine-imator? There it is. It's sorted as a block of coal. Whew, that almost had me worried for a moment. Alright, so we're going to take the block of coal. I'm going to go ahead and give it a custom rotation point because I wanna. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and center out the position here, and we're going to parent this. Let's see, we want to make this one, we'll just go ahead and parent it to the base model here. And let's go ahead and give it a name change just so we can know what we're dealing with here. We're going to call it Doodads for some reason. Actually, you know what, let's get rid of that capital D. There we go, Doodads. Alright. So now that we've got it parented to our base model here, we're going to go ahead and scale this thing down. I'm not really sure how much. Let's try 0.25. Let's bring it out here. We want to bring it, say, about to 8. And we'll bring it up like so. And probably needs to be a little bit smaller. So let's go ahead and just keep scaling that down right about there maybe. Seems okay. So we'll just go 0.12. Let's do I don't know exactly how. Does it need to be up here or down there? Maybe we'll do one here. I don't know. We'll try it. Do one about there. Let's actually move it in just a bit more. I don't want it sticking out that much. So we'll go 7.5. And we got that one. All right. So now I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to parent it to the second one here. Doop. Just like so. And it's already kind of set up for us, which is good. And I'm going to bring this down somewhere around there. Maybe we'll just make that about 4 even. And I'm going to duplicate it again and then bring that one up a bit. Let's make that one, say, 8. Is that going to be too close together? We'll see. Maybe about 9. 9? Something like that. And let's duplicate it one more time. I don't know how many of these we would want to go with. So we went from 4 to 9, and then we want to go to, 14 to make those evenly spaced. That looks pretty good to me. And then we're going to just duplicate these one more time, and I'm going to take this one and parent it to the top snow block. And let's see, we don't want, whoa, hang on, let's undo that. We don't want this one to be copying the scale of this one, so we'll just try like that maybe, or maybe we do. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so let's make this 0.25. Nope, too big. Basically, I want to get set up to do like the eyes and stuff, so I don't know, we'll go with that. All right, so he's a Cyclops. All right, obviously not. Let's go ahead and take this out here. Maybe that'll be about, can we go about -3? And then we're gonna duplicate that and bring it over. And it should be about +3, and I nailed it. Awesome. And let's see here. We want the mouth bits, right? So we're gonna duplicate that and bring it down. And let's just scale this a bit more. This is gonna be maybe 1, 0.12, 115. I don't know, 1.2 I guess looks okay. And I'm just gonna stagger these out to be however I want them to be, man. Okay, let's do like that. And then we're gonna duplicate, and to keep this kind of organized, I'm gonna go ahead and put that one there. And I'm just gonna call this one Mouth Doodads. All right, and we'll go ahead and just rename this one. Technically should have been done to begin with, but you know, all's well that ends well. And let's see, we're gonna bring that back up because it's copying the scale of the other one. And let's go ahead and zero out the position, and should be good to go there. And bring this down like so. Maybe that should be about what, -17.5, or just how about -17. Bring that over, then duplicate, and we duplicate again. We don't want these to be like too perfect, so I'm just gonna kind of stagger them out a bit. Something like that. Something like that. We'll see how it goes. Oh, hang on. Didn't click on the button, I guess. There we go. And let's see. Something like that. Obviously, it could be worked with a little bit better, but there's the basic shapes that we want, and looks pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and save this. We may want another one of those down there. I'm not sure. We'll see. Anywho, we want to bring in some arms, so let's go ahead and spawn in a wood block. Which way do I need this to sort this? Here we go. I guess we'll just go with oak for now. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and collapse some of this. There we go. So we can actually see. We're going to call this one Snowman Arms. I don't know why I hit C there. And we're going to repeat it. So let's see. How long should it be? It depends on how we scale it. So we'll have to see how that goes. Let's repeat it. Say, maybe we'll go with 7 for now. And we're going to just scale this down. Move it over so we can actually see what we're doing here. And still needs to be scaled some more. About how big around you think? About 0.04? Maybe something like that. Maybe 0.05. We'll go a little bit bigger. And that means we definitely need to dang old bring it out some more. So let's go ahead and extend it. Maybe about 13 seems okay. Maybe 14. I don't know. We'll see once we get it stuck in there. Something like that. And our rotation point is perfectly fine. And we can go ahead and do like that and wave his arm up and down. And stiff. So we'll just go ahead and just angle that about like that. And let's see. We're at Y. Let's see. Maybe about, we'll just put on X 5.5 to make it simple. And, well, actually, it needs to be parented, doesn't it? Dang it. All right. Go ahead and parent it to this bit right there, the middle one, right? That's what we got selected. Okay. And let's, whoop, hang on. Oh, God. All right. Let's bring this down like so. That's not where I want it. Okay. And let's actually, where did you go? Take off the scale. We don't want it to inherit the scale of the second bit. Something like so. And we definitely need to bring this back in so it's centered up there. That's good. And stuff. We want to maybe make this 13 even. Something like that. Does that look okay? Maybe. It looks maybe 12. I don't know. 12.5. We'll go with that. Alright, so now that we've got that one, that's the left arm. So we're going to go arm left. And we're going to duplicate that. And we're going to spin it around on the Z-axis or whatever. We're going to make that about 180. And then bring it over. And what is the position of this one? This is 713. So let's just say 7.5. And then this one should be negative 7.5. Let's see. Doesn't look too bad to me. Doesn't look too bad at all. All right, so we can do some more to that, but we're going to move on to something else real quick, and that is going to be a top hat. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in, let's hope my Mine-imator doesn't crash on me. I'm going to bring in a cube, just a regular old cube there, man. And I'm going to recolor it to black because I want to. You could do something and, use another block or whatever and give it custom texture and stuff, but we're not going to worry with that right now. And I want to parent this cube to our top. Come on, grab it and put it right there, I believe. And as you can see, it already set up for us. So let's move that up and maybe about 14.5, something like that. And we're gonna scale it. Do we need to scale it? Let's see. How do we want to do this? Maybe we don't need to scale it too much. Scale it in just a tad. Something like that. We'll go about 0.85. And we'll see what that looks like for now. We're gonna go ahead and rename this cube to hat. And then I'm gonna duplicate this one and parent it to that one. And we're going to not inherit the scale. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, not on that one. On this one, we're not going to inherit the scale. There we go. We're going to bring it down, and we're going to flatten it out a bit. So let's go ahead and do like that. Something like that. Let's go ahead and see where it kind of comes up just enough. We'll go 0.00 or 0.06, something like that. And this kind of comes out too far, I think. So let's go ahead and make these 7.5 maybe. Something like so. And I feel like this one actually does need to be scaled out a bit more again. So let's see if we can do that. Let's make it about 0.9. Something like that. And there you go. It's a dang old snowman with his dang old stuff. All right. Let's see here if we can select, or we got that one selected. Let's see if it looks better with another one duplicated and brought down a bit. That one is at 13.2, and we're generally going in, what was it, 5? So that means we would need to bring it down to 8.2, something like that. Is it too much? I don't know. It looks like too much. I'm going to get rid of it. Alrighty, so there's your basic snowman shape. We don't have a carrot for his nose just yet. I don't know if we'll do that for this video, but we do definitely want to give him some kind of better arms here, I think. I'm not entirely unsatisfied with the texture that we did here with the oak wood, but I want to give him some more stuff. So let's go ahead and open up Photoshop and see if we can do a little extra bits. Okay, so here we are in Photoshop, and I've got my textures loaded up. I just loaded up a random skin. This is my Herobrine skin for the glowing eyes thing, and I've got my oak textures here. And basically what I want to do is use the arms of this skin to create fingers. So I'm going to grab this and bring it over. Once again, I'm using Photoshop, so if you guys have another editor you like to use, that's perfectly fine. Just going to bring this in and see if we can scale it down. That did not work very well, so let's see if we can actually do it over here. Let's do this. And I don't know how this is going to work out, but we'll try it. Nearest neighbor, and it's going to be, how many is that? 4? Okay, it does pretty much the same thing, so we'll just leave it like that. It's as good as it's going to get, man. Let's go ahead and duplicate that and bring it over. So these are going to be the ends, and we definitely need to fix this a bit. So we're going to go ahead and select that. Bring this in, and let's go ahead and, what am I doing? Oh yeah, gonna inverse the selection here, then cut that off. And so as you can see, I basically just covered up the arm with that texture. So I'm gonna save this. All right, so we're back in dang old Mine-imator, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring in a body part here, and we're gonna go to human. And which arm would it be? Was it the left arm or the right arm? I don't know. We'll try it and see. So let's go ahead and bring this in, and we're going to browse to our skin. There we go. And we got our snowman fingers skin, and we're going to import that. And as you can see, nothing changed. So let's go ahead and switch it to the right arm. And there we go. There you can see we got it. All right. So we're going to bring that in. That looks really weird. So we're going to come up here and bring this over. Look at that, man. This is beautiful. Obviously. So let's go ahead and call this Snowman Fingers so we can keep up with that. Okay. So we need to scale this down, of course. Let's see about, we're going to go with about 0.1 maybe. Could go a little bit bigger than that. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and parent that to, which bit is it? Where's our arms? It's going to be here. Okay. And we definitely need to fix this. That's the right arm, so we want to go ahead and change that name. And now all we got to do is take the snowman fingers, and we're just going to parent it to the left arm for now, because that's where we've got it set up. And we're going to bring it down, and let's not inherit the scale. There we go. And let's go ahead and just save that little bit. And let's see, we want to rotate this around. Where's our bend at exactly? All right, we don't want to rotate it that way. We want to rotate it like so, maybe. And like so. Something like that. Our axes are kind of getting screwed up here. But there is something we can possibly do to fix that. Let's go ahead and make this parented to a folder. So with it selected, I'll hit the folder icon. And I'll call this finger controller or something. And let's see, where is our folder at? It's up there. We want to bring it down to the tip here. Isn't this fun? We're breaking a rig, man. It's all in the video. It's going to be boring as hell. All right. So let's go ahead and cancel all that out. And then when we can rotate the folder here, that way we'll keep all of our finger stuff the way we need it to be, hopefully. We'll see if that works for us. All right, so snowmen usually have like what, three dangle little fingers or something. Seems like this might need to be a bit smaller, doesn't it? I don't want to make it too small, but whoa, 0.5. Maybe. We'll try it. All right, so we'll go out like that. Bring this one over. And we're just going to duplicate this a couple of times and move our other fingers the way we want to. Let's go like so, maybe. He doesn't have to have like horribly realistic fingers and hands and whatnot, but we just want him to have some detail here. I'm going to rotate those in. The reason I have it bent is so that I can see where the bend should be, and I mean like what angle everything should be in and whatnot. So little tip there. And we'll do like that. And he's got little snowman fingers, and they are so tiny. So tiny. Maybe I'm kind of thinking in the wrong way here. Maybe we actually want that to be a little bit bigger to stick out. That actually might make more sense. Okay. We're on the right track now. Alright, so that doesn't look too terrible. Obviously, you could refine that a bit, but we've got snowman arm here. You can't bend his arm, of course. You could definitely change that if you wanted to, but I felt like, it's supposed to be a stick, and if you wanted to animate his fingers, you can do that little bits there. Alright, so one thing we did do wrong earlier is went ahead and duplicated this arm. So what I'm going to do is delete that, and I'm going to take this left arm now and duplicate it again, and then that way we'll have all this stuff already done for us, and we won't have to repeat that. So I'm gonna change the name of that. I'm gonna rotate it 180, and then put the negative on this like so, and boom, there we go. We've got all the stuff set up. There we go. So there's your snowman. He's got his eyes, he's got his mouth, he's got all of his buttons and his arms and fingers and stuff, man. He is ready to go. He's even got a top hat. It's crazy. And you could even do another detail here if you wanted to get all spiffy. Let's just do it because of reasons. All right, select this one. We're gonna duplicate it. Gonna bring it up, and actually, you know what? Let's not do that way. Let's duplicate this one. And we're gonna delete this one off of it, and then we're gonna select it and parent it like so. I'm gonna bring it down, and let's see, we're gonna bring down the Z and expand it on the Y and X. But first, let's go ahead and give it a color. I don't know exactly what color you would use. You want it to kind of have a like a leathery look, isn't that what it is? It's supposed to be like leather or something that they have on, like around the edge of the rim of the hat or something. Let's do it like that, and let's just make it like 1.2. That seems like a bit much. Maybe 1.05. I don't know. You can perfect this however you want if you went with this idea here. And I'm just gonna bring it up a tad. Something like that. Boom! Look at that! Oh man, he is looking spiffy. I'm really glad I added that. That really adds something to the character, it seems. And we're not gonna go through the trouble of trying to make a 3D carrot, but what if we just stuck a 2D carrot in his face? Let's go ahead and grab this and grab it, go ahead and parent it to that, and everything seems to be good. We're gonna not inherit the scale. Gonna give it a custom rotation point somewhere around there. It doesn't really matter. And let's go ahead and just turn it so far. I don't know, something like that. And we definitely need to scale this down like so. Move it over. That's not too bad. Which way are we doing here? It needs to be about, what, 90? That looks good to me. And there we go. Yeah, that doesn't look too terrible. It's not 3D the way I would want it to be, but it actually looks pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. So there you go. There's your dang old snowman, man. Let's see if we can go ahead and bring the ground back. He's in a field of snow. Let's see if we can let's save this and turn on rendering to see how this looks. Oh man, look at that. He's a snowman. That's actually pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out for a quick first try and a tutorial. So yeah, that was just a little bit of a rigging tutorial for you guys. I'm planning on doing some more advanced character rigging and stuff like that, but I thought this would be fun and kind of festive to do. So I decided to give it a try. So there's your snowman with all those things, and I hope this tutorial taught you something and helped you with rig making and whatnot. That was pretty basic stuff. We didn't have to do too many advanced things other than maybe for the little fingers there. In any case, that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful in some way. If you did, if you liked it, feel free to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe to kind of send us in today. And yeah, if you want to support the channel and me more directly and encourage me to make more of these videos, then feel free to check out the Patreon. The link is in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video.